What's up, Wildcats? I'm Lauren Reese, and today I am here live with Brianna Post, Caitlin King, and Jenna Brink, the three captains of the Varsity girls field hockey team. It's wonderful to have you girls on the first episode. Thank you very much for being here. Welcome to Captain's Chat.
Thanks for having us.
So, all three of you are seniors, and I think we can all agree that senior year has approached very quickly. And with that, it brings on a lot of responsibilities, such as managing college applications, balancing homework, maintaining a proper schedule outside of sports, plus the practices and games in general. How do you guys kind of manage your athletic responsibilities and your leadership positions as captains, as well as other commitments and things you guys are obviously a part of, and how are you guys kind of staying on top of it all?
So yeah, it can definitely be a little difficult to balance it all, but definitely having the past 3 years of experience has been extremely helpful. Planning everything a week ahead, I think for all of us has been really helpful, as well as just having the experience. But it's really important that when you have a fall sport or any sport in general, that you plan it around that sport. Anything you're doing, work,
Definitely.
homework, things like that, everything is scheduled around field hockey.
Yeah, it's a commitment. A lot to be said for our student athletes here at High Point, especially the hard level that you guys are playing at, as well as being a strong leader and all that encompasses it. You guys are the new role models now for the freshmen, sophomores, and even juniors to look up to. Is that a strange feeling still, even though we're a few weeks in, or are you guys used to it by now?
Oh, it's definitely
weird.
really strange. Yeah, especially when, you have to be the supportive, one on the field. Usually we always had other captains above us talking to us, motivating us, but now we have to motivate ourselves and then therefore motivate the rest of the team, which can be a lot, but it's really
yeah, you guys have mentioned about how you had people who you always looked up to beforehand as seniors, and that kind of goes into how do you guys think your past seniors and captains have influenced your behavior and choices going forward as seniors now or with school and life, anything like that?
Yeah, so we've always been a really tight-knit team, and that I think was really ingrained in our heads from our freshman year, because the freshman year our seniors were amazing. We always were together. We had pasta parties. We set little chants in stone, I guess, so traditions now. We make fun of other people, not like that, so that sounds really bad. No, but our one tradition is to copy the football guys' family.
Oh yeah.
So we always do it, and it's from our day one here.
I remember that my freshman year hearing about you guys doing that. Wow.
Yeah. We still have it, and hopefully the rest of the team will keep it going.
That's good.
We always have to inform the freshmen of why we do it, not because as much as it is a thing for them, we also we take it we are all a family, and
it's fun telling them about what it is, because the senior that came up with it was a senior when we were freshmen.
Mm-hmm. So it started with that.
Yeah,
okay,
so the incoming classes, anybody under us didn't have any idea of what we were talking about. So it's fun to tell them about it.
Yeah, stories being passed down and stuff. Mm-hmm. So you guys are talking about how working together and stuff and bringing up the freshmen. How does the team work together to create a positive environment for everyone, especially those newer kinds of freshmen?
So before preseason, we have captain's practices, and we focus a lot on team bonding. We spend at least 20 minutes or 30 minutes at the end of each practice playing a game.
Oh, fun.
And just having and laughing with each other. And then during the season, we have pasta parties. We already had two, one during preseason, one during the actual season.
Yeah.
And we just hang out, and we just talk, and we have this group chat that we were just talking, and we're all friends. We say hi to each other in the hallway. So
yeah, I see you guys on social media. We can get into social media and a little bit with Instagram later on, but I see you guys posting lots of fun stuff on your accounts, and I see videos you guys post, and it just looks like such a positive atmosphere. And I think that's pretty key to having great results on the field. And I'm sure those positive vibes are floating around with your team and how you guys feeling, which is super, super cool. So we're actually going to take a brief pause, Wildcats, but then we'll be back soon to talk more. Coming up later this week with High Point, on September 23rd will be High Point's homecoming football game. The Wildcats will be taking on Sussex Tech at 7 p.m. on the home field. Remember to wear your class colors, and we hope to see you there. The day after, September 24th, at 7 p.m., High Point will be having the annual homecoming dance in the cafeteria. It will be $5 for admission, and only current High Point students are allowed to attend. Welcome back to Captain's Chat. I'm here with Brianna, Jenna, and Kate, discussing all things field hockey, futures, advice, all that stuff. So speaking of advice to you three, whatever year you were, freshman, sophomore, junior, or even this year, because obviously you can still hear advice from this year, What is the best piece of advice you've received from a teammate or coach or even a graduated player, or just like something you learned, a specific moment or conversation that happened on the field that really stuck out to you guys?
So when I was a freshman, I was told by a senior to just kind of like work as hard as I can and like not worry about how the other girls were expanding on their skills or anything, and just kind of focus on yourself and just work on your skill and technique. And because I had a rough start my freshman year, I was coming back from a broken collarbone and I was out for a majority of the season. So I only played in like the last 2 games, but going into sophomore year, I was really nervous and a little anxious because I just kept thinking about how all the other girls that were in my class, like they were already like better than I was, and I was basically starting from square one. And I just remember that summer like working really hard, and that piece of information really just kind of stayed with me. And like I was running every day. I was just really focusing on myself to get better and focus on my skills. And I was able to be on varsity my sophomore year. I wasn't starting, but that was just a really big accomplishment to be a part of the varsity team and be with all the girls. So
you overcame that adversity. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Jenna, Bree, any other comments?
Basically just you learn through experience. So
yeah, very true.
all the seniors will tell you, they'll give you advice about not just field hockey, like school, but they basically said you'll get used to it. You'll learn as you go, and that's what's been happening, and that's what we tell the freshmen.
I feel like as a freshman and sophomore, we can all relate to this now. When you're given that advice, it seems like it's such like a hustle and like a hurdle, like a mountain you have to climb over, because like you'll get used to it, it'll make sense later. It's like, okay, but when is later? But like once you overcome that and have like the strong mental positive attitude towards it, I think you can see the progress go a lot farther, and I'm sure you guys.
It's so funny because like when we have like team talks like at the end of practice or like whenever, we'll be like either it's all our seniors or just like the captains talking to like the underclassmen, where we just like always say like, we were in your spot one time, like we were literally telling you the exact same thing we were told as freshmen.
Exactly.
And I just think that's kind of like a full circle moment.
I was just thinking that.
I think
crazy
it's so
full
funny.
circle moment. That's really awesome. You guys always have such a very fun time, and again, now we're gonna go back to social media on your Instagram page, and you can totally see how much of a unit you guys are, and that's just like crucial for any team success. So on that positive note, are there any pregame songs, traditions, etc. that you guys have kept up with in the past years, or maybe even introduced this year?
So on the bus, starting this year, somebody always brings a speaker, and we always listen to the song Thunderstruck by AC/DC. It's just a really good pregame cheer, and it gets kind of everybody like hype, and everybody's just so excited to play the game.
It's going to be like our walkout song for our big senior night.
Yeah, that's good. I want to definitely see that. And of course, you got the annual pasta parties and summer stuff, so that's always awesome. So to wrap it up, what have you guys been doing to help yourself and this team, your final year, get into a position of success this season and just overall feeling good towards going forward and stuff?
So, like, from a physical standpoint, during preseason, we had captain's practices, which help us get ready for preseason, and then preseason to get ready for the season. But
it's a timeline.
Yeah, no, it really is. But during preseason, we actually would have workout instructor, who's Miss Marjoram, come in, love her. She would beat us up, but we would all be feeling great afterwards. We did grit, we did her pound exercise, which is so fun. It's like drumsticks.
It's worth it.
Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it.
And we're all laughing throughout the whole thing, and like it's so fun, but like you're sweating, like
yeah. And then
going more towards mental happiness thing.
So we always want to have team talks with the group. Like if we hear anything where we're like they're not happy or something like that, we always want to make sure that everyone's at a good point in, I guess, their mental state for field hockey, because it can definitely be a lot on not just the body but also the mind. So we just want to make sure that we come together every now and then. We touch base. We make sure everyone's going good. And then
strong communication.
Yeah,
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
Any other comments before we wrap it up, or you guys think it's pretty good? You ended on a very good note there, I will say.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming out of your very busy schedules to come chat with me. Your next field hockey game is away against Newton at 4 o'clock. I don't have the date. Is that the date on Friday, or is that an unplanned game?
I think that's Wednesday.
Yeah,
now.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Our next game is Tuesday, actually, at North Warren.
Oh. My apologies.
It got rescheduled
at
so many
5:30.
times.
Yeah, that's another thing we didn't really talk about, but maybe another episode.
Wait.
Overcoming the schedule
my
changes
God,
and all
yeah.
the games and stuff.
Especially this year.
But you guys
Yeah.
are overcoming that. You are doing awesome, and I can't wait to watch your games and hopefully hear Thunderstruck when you guys walk out for
Oh,
your
yeah.
senior night.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you again. I will see you all on the next episode of Captain's Chat. Talk later, Wildcats.